Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen, known collectively as the Olsen twins, have lived much of their lives in the public eye. From childhood stars to powerful fashion moguls, their journey has been one of dramatic evolution. However, when tabloids and sensational headlines suggest that the Olsen twins bared it all, it's often a misleading exaggeration. While they have embraced edgier, mature fashion and personal expression in their adult lives, they have always maintained a sense of control over their public image. The real story lies not in scandal but in the remarkable transformation of two women who grew up under the spotlight and found power in privacy and reinvention. The twins were born on June 13, 1986, and began their careers in entertainment at just 9 months old, sharing the role of Michelle Tanner on the hit sitcom Full House. Their adorable charm made them household names, and as they grew, they built a media empire. By the time they were teenagers, they starred in a string of movies, launched merchandise, and became multimillionaires. Their brand, Dual Star Entertainment, included clothing, books, makeup, and video games, making them among the most successful child stars in history. As they transitioned into adulthood, the Olsen twins faced intense media scrutiny. Tabloids chronicled their personal lives, often fixating on their appearances, relationships, and alleged struggles. Mary-Kate, in particular, battled an eating disorder that became highly publicized, despite her efforts to keep her health private. This period marked a turning point in how they engaged with fame. Both Mary-Kate and Ashley began to withdraw from the spotlight, rejecting the traditional path of former child stars and instead focusing on building serious careers in the fashion industry. In the early 2000s, they moved away from acting and turned their attention to high fashion. In 2006, they founded The Row, a luxury fashion brand that quickly gained respect within the industry for its minimalist designs, high-quality materials, and understated elegance. The Row was a sharp contrast to their early clothing lines marketed to tweens. It was refined, adult, and aligned with their desire for privacy and artistic control. They later launched a more accessible brand, Elizabeth and James, named after their siblings. Their fashion choices and public appearances have often been described as mysterious, bohemian, or avant-garde. They favor oversized silhouettes, muted colors, and vintage pieces. Over the years, some of their red carpet looks have turned heads for being daring or unconventional, sparking commentary that they were bearing it all or pushing boundaries. But in truth, their style has consistently reflected thoughtful curation rather than gratuitous exposure. Despite being in the public eye for decades, the Olsen twins have remained remarkably private. They do not use social media, rarely give interviews, and are seldom seen at major celebrity events unless related to fashion. Their refusal to engage with fame in the traditional sense has only added to their allure. Fans and media outlets often interpret their quietness and unique style as enigmatic, which sometimes leads to sensationalized narratives. In 2012, both Mary-Kate and Ashley officially stepped away from acting. When asked about returning to television or film, they've expressed no interest, stating that their passion lies in design. Mary-Kate married French banker Olivier Sarkozy in 2015, they later divorced in 2021, and Ashley quietly married artist Louis Eisner in 2022. Their personal lives remain mostly under wraps, as they have carefully drawn a boundary between their public and private selves. So while the phrase bared it all might imply scandal, the reality is much more grounded. The Olsen twins have never relied on controversy for relevance. Instead, they built a legacy of transformation, taking control of their image, leaving behind childhood fame, and embracing a life on their own terms. Their story isn't one of exposure but one of empowerment.